Hello everyone, my name is Classified. Welcome to the channel, and this is my first actually big long form video. So sorry if it's awkward or bad. Anyways, I have a problem with making OCs. I make way too many and then I forget about them. But there's one OC that I have never forgot about, which is kind of not ideal for me. Let's go back to 2020. I just hopped on a game called Gotcha Online on Roblox. And I meet a group of people and I become online friends with them. And we start role-playing with our characters. So I decided to make a character that was oh so traumatized and oh so horrible. His name is Jack. He can transform into a monstrous TV. And he was the definition of a punching bag OC. Nothing went good for this guy. Nothing at all. And so I just thought we will bring him back here today, just to make sure he's not forever stuck in sad form like that. So let's get into the video, and yeah. So let's talk about Jack. So he originally was a 17-year-old kid who went to high school, obviously. His parents hated him. His sister died, and he's a part of a group called Electronic Heads, which are basically things that kill people who are addicted to, technology. Which I think is just really on the nose. Sorry, that was my dog. Which I think is really on the nose and really stupid. So I decided to change some things. Also, the reason why he looked like a cow in the original design was because one day I just decided to do that in the roleplay, because why not? So I obviously changed that. So some things I changed is I made him a college student instead, because I don't think a 17-year-old needs to go through all of that. But he's not actually going to college. He's just around that age. So he's like 19, 20. Yeah, that age. And instead of being part of a group and then starting a war with that group because he got angry about something, he's just a demon. So let me explain that a little better. So in this new rebrand, this group of demons who basically steal the soul of whoever's an addict to devices got Jack because, of course they did, because lore, whatever. And they usually have two options. They can either turn the person they get and steal a soul from into a technology person, whatever the name is, I forgot, electronic head, or they can just kill them, which they turn Jack into electronic head because, So he tries to have a normal life, but obviously at night he's this TV monster who's trying to kill people. So yeah, that happens. And then a really important part of his lore that I'm not going to be changing too much because, it's really important, is one of the demons kills his sister, even though his sister wasn't even that much of an addict. And when Jack tries to do something about it because it's against the rules, he gets framed and then he gets, hurt. I haven't really decided how he gets hurt or what happens because, I'm not planning on expanding on this too much, but I just want to rebrand him. So, yeah. Alright, let's actually start talking about the redesign. So, I'm working on drawing the monster TV version design here. You can see that I decided to use his old gacha version to work out their new design. So here's their TV version. Their old TV version was fine, I guess, but could have been better. I really like this version. I made it look like so they have a suit on, but they don't. It's just their skin. And the cyan is a huge part of their character because when they get hurt/killed and then they end up falling off a roof because that has to happen, they do come back to life kind of because they're a demon, but the cyan, since they're also mixed with electronics, comes back full force in their next design that I will be showing y'all. So yeah, that's their demon form. I really like it, and yeah, they're silly. Alright, let's talk about their new design. So I wanted to give them that tired "why am I here" look while giving them the effect that something's not quite right with their, design. So, one of their eyes is star-shaped and a little bit brighter than the other eye. And he has eye bags. So, I made the brighter eye the same eye that the TV monster one is. And I gave him a hole in his chest where his soul would have been stolen. And I also made his hair have a gradient of red because his old hair kind of had that, if I remember correctly. But, that design is dead. And I removed all the cow features, because I didn't think they were necessary and they were kind of stupid. So yeah, that's Jack, and then let's talk about his last design. Okay, so I really like this next design. I think it's really cool. So, in his current gacha design, he's dead. So I wanted to display that in this design, but I wanted to fix it up, obviously. So I mixed it between his TV design and his normal design because, that makes sense. So one of his legs is the TV leg, and his tail is the charger tail, and he has the horns, and he has the eye. But he still has the normal design features in him. So when he falls off the roof in the lore, if I remember correctly, his leg breaks off. So I wanted to show that in this design with that, and yeah, so I really like it, and I'm getting tired of recording this, so thank you all for watching, and I hope you all have a good day, and yeah, see you later.